Good evening, good afternoon, good night, and good morning. What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Millionaire M.A.N Cave. We are live in the building right here on Relationship Entertainment Television, y'all. No better place to be than on RETV. I just made that up off the top of the dome. I'm a poet, y'all. I should be a freestyler, battle rapper.
You gonna be on the next inauguration?
Oh, nah. Nah, honestly, I wouldn't even want that. Though. I don't care who the president gonna be. I don't care if the president was Barack Obama and Kamala Harris. I'm good. Mm-mm. I don't want that spotlight. Oh, but your girl though, what's her name? Amanda Gorman. She killed it.
She did.
She killed it. Yeah. She young chick, only 22 years old. She killed
she
it.
Looked like she's 16.
She do. She looked like she's super young. She looked like she's super young, but 22 years old. I think her story's pretty dope. But before we get into that, I'm gonna talk about that in a quick second.
Okay.
Let's introduce everybody who's on the panel because we got a hell of a show tonight, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in right here on Relationship Entertainment Television. It's about that time for Millionaire M.A.N Cave, where you can only find it right here. Don't forget, tune in, share it with your friends, share it with your family. And let's get it cracking, y'all. As always, my brother from another mother, my man Mike is in the building with us. What's going on, Mike?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
Hey, Mike, you get that? You chilling outside tonight? You get that storm last night too?
I remember hearing thunder, but I never got up out the bed, so I don't know how bad the storm was.
No, I ain't get up out the bed either, but that joint was vicious. That's all I heard was thunder and lightning for about a good hour. I woke up out of my sleep. I don't care if I gotta go to the bathroom. I hate being woke up out of my sleep. I like to be asleep, especially I get up so early in the morning. So
yeah, it was pretty loud.
Say what?
It was pretty loud, and I was expecting my daughter to come into the room, but she never did.
Got you.
That's how you know. That's how you know your daughter growing up. That's the same thing I said, Mike.
Big girl now, yeah.
When I heard that thunder, like it was about to come through the roof, I was like, oh man, 10, 9, 8. I was counting down for her. And my daughter, she just don't come in the room, man. She kicks it down. And she ain't do it that time. I was like, okay, Dad got a big girl now. Okay.
She jumped in bed with you, Black?
Huh?
She still jumping in bed with you and the missus?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
She just want to know that she got comfort.
Well, she has, in the past when thunder or something, she'd come running there because she gets scared. But that didn't happen. That didn't happen this time.
Yeah, my baby, she'll come into the room if she has a nightmare. You know, she'll come and sleep with me and the missus.
Got you.
But that's about it.
Another dude from the DMV is in the building. Mr. Reasonable, as always, he is in the building. What's going on, Donnell?
What's happening? You know what it do.
Hey, I just met another dude today. Actually, I didn't just meet him. I actually know the dude, but I didn't realize until he was telling me a story that he actually is from DC too. He actually from Southeast, and I was like, for real? And I was like, we've been like, usually it's crazy because my wife, she always talk about me. She was like, usually when you talking to people from back home, I can hear because you talk different than when you do. Let's say you talking to Black, you talk different with Mike than you talk different with Black. So I never hear that from him. And so when he told me when his wife said he was from Southeast, I was like, dude, when's the last time you been home? When was the last time? Well, how long you been there? You sound nothing like you from anywhere in that area. So
did you go to high school there?
I ain't digging at all of that. I ain't even digging. I want to say he did, but I ain't digging all that, to be honest with you.
He probably been in North Carolina since he was 12.
Wow, there you go. Because people do that all the time. They be like, "Oh, I'm from DC, but I moved to North Carolina when I was 5, and dude, like 55 now." Like, so yeah, dude, you've been in North Carolina all your life. You ain't been in DC, but for 2 years, kill yourself.
Right.
Kill yourself, Black says. Speaking of Black, my man got on his all white today. He fresh. What's going on, Black?
Man, I'm cool as a fan, man.
Obviously, he got on all white.
I'm chilling.
So clean.
Trying to. Let me pop my hood.
Pop his hood. Yeah. Good deal. Hey, so I always forget this. So let me knock this out the way now.
When they do that, cause we do that though. I see you talking, so we gon' take it though. And yeah, talking cheap, so don't do that though. My click 100 deep.
I promise you, I have to go back and figure out what episode it was when y'all was dancing. Because I do not remember that at all. Mike was getting it and Black was getting it. I'm like, yo, what episode was this that y'all was dancing? I really do not.
I don't remember that one, though. I did not. That was one of them nights we was feeling. Whoa,
Really?
that's one of them. That's one of them whole bottle nights.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm like, what topic was that? The Balance was dancing.
That had to be one of the nights we was in the cave. We was still together in the cave.
Probably.
One of them nights we had to knock off a bottle. We had to knock off a bottle that night.
Something.
Because you remember, hey, we knocked a whole fifth off every show.
Easy. Easy.
When we was in the studio together.
Easy. Easy. I mean, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, okay. So back to the original topic that Mike just brought up a minute ago. Did y'all watch the inauguration last week?
Yes, sir. Well, let me rewind. I watched parts of it because I was working. So
okay. Same here.
I could hear it in the background, and I had my phone up so I could see some of the video of it.
Bet. Black, Donnell?
I watched
can miss that historical moment.
Yeah, I watched parts of it.
Gotcha.
I like Mike. I was grinding, man. So I was doing a couple of things, but yeah, I watched parts of it.
Yeah. Like Donnell said, it was a historical moment. I peeped it, but I was doing the same thing Mike was doing. I was working, so I had it on my computer, but at the same time, I was doing something else on my other computer. So I was in and out of it. I ain't watched the whole joint all the way through because when I first cut it on, your boy was leaving the White House and he did his little speech. The joint's called okay. So for those who don't know, because obviously Donnell's from the DMV, Mike's from the DMV, I'm from DMV. So it's called Joint Andrews Base now. It's no longer called Andrews Base.
Yeah,
That's what
it is now. I think I heard, or we looked it up. Me and Stephanie and I looked it up. And I think it changed names around 2012.
Okay. I
to
ain't know
Joint. Yeah. So it's not just Andrews Air Force Base anymore. Well, it was always because I grew up. My dad was Air Force.
Okay.
And so we stayed on Andrews. So one side was Navy, and the other side is Air Force.
I never knew that. I never knew.
Yeah.
I always known it to be there, and I've been on there several times, but I never knew Navy was on one side of the base.
Yeah, and so now they call it Joint Base Andrews.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, I seen him get on the plane and dip out down to Mar-a-Lago, wherever he went to, and then saw the entrances of like the previous presidents and everybody else who came in and whatnot and all that good stuff. I was just like you said, it was a historic moment, for obviously for several reasons, but specifically because of your girl Kamala Harris, HBCU alumni, first African American. I mean, she's like mixed with a bunch of stuff. What else? She's African American, Asian, Indian, something.
Yeah,
they're rocking the Winston-Salem State sweatshirt. To be vice president or hell. First woman, period, to be vice president.
I know she broke so many barriers, dog.
Yeah.
She broke so many barriers.
I watched it for that alone, just to say I was able to see it, considering couldn't nobody really go, and I'm just glad ain't nothing pop off because I was like the way they was talking, they made it sound like it was about to pop off everywhere.
I thought they was going to shut it down before it got started, but they didn't. So I'm glad.
Yeah. Hopefully they, we can keep that ruckus down to a minimum while stuff gets done. Hopefully this term. Hopefully. That's just
Hopefully.
my personal thoughts or whatnot.
He's still stirring the pot.
Exactly. Of course. And then now, they still got the impeachment trial going on, but, which they holding off until February, but they still going forward with that too.
Good.
So that's what's up. So we getting towards some milestones in the sports season. Today which isn't necessarily a milestone, but today is the anniversary of the passing of Kobe Bryant, his daughter Gianna, and 7 other people in the plane.
Helicopter crash.
Helicopter crash. I said plane. Helicopter crash. That's still just surreal to me. I mean, I was never a Kobe fan like that. Hell, I was never a Lakers fan like that, to be honest with you. But just knowing his impact on the game and everything like that, that was a tough one last year for a lot of people. And I didn't even realize it's been a year already. That's your boy, ain't it, Black?
Yeah, man, I'm a huge Lakers fan, man. Laker for life, Norm Nixon, They used to call me Little Norm when I was little, so I go way back then, man. But yeah, man, that's some devastating stuff, man. It's been a year, bro. And just check this out. When that happened, we had no idea that this stuff that we going through, this COVID, was coming. We had no idea.
At all.
That's right.
At all.
No idea.
Right.
We had no idea that 2020 was going to, be a year to remember. It was 2020, and you will always have 2020 hindsight about year 2020.
And that's
one
right.
of them years. That's one of them years, man. You're going to know, the stock went crashing. What was it, 33, 34? No. 2020 was COVID. You're going to know that.
Though, Black. It's like Mike said, it's the year to forget. Ain't everybody thought they came in and it was like 2020 supposed to be the year of clear vision. They had all these, I'm going to do this and this, that, and the third. And all of a sudden you got Kobe dying. And all of a sudden you got, COVID hit and people losing jobs, people catching COVID, people dying left and right. 2020.
A lot of people died.
Exactly. A year to remember for real. So like nobody expected, what happened last year to happen. But it is. I just like I said a couple of weeks ago on the show, I really hope everybody's 2021 is a hell of a lot better than their 2020 was. Unless you had a hell of a 2020.
It could always be better though, right?
Yeah, you can always be better. Yeah, honestly, it could always be better. That's why I honestly wish everybody, their 2021 to be better than their 2020 was.
But I do remember when we started 2020 and Black realized on the show, I don't know if he realized it on the show, but he was saying, about the 2020 vision. It was year 2020 and it was going to be a good year. Well.
Don't predict nothing else, Black. No.
Hey, man. Hey, I think it was a good year. If you still living through all the bullshit that happened, it was a great fucking year for you. If you're still here. Because there's a lot of people that ain't here. And, it's crazy, man. Man, you know what? I look at it like this, man. A little couple of things, man. One of my best friends in life, man, he was in a car accident a couple of weeks ago, man. 2 weekends ago, broke his back, broke his ribs, had to have part of his spine removed, broke his wrist, and that happened not this past Saturday, but Saturday before last. And this dude is at home now, and we talking trash, and it's a blessing, man. So sometimes, and I'm taking these words just because we said that, I talked to him today for the real at-length conversation that we've had since he had the accident, because he'd been drugged up and doped up and sedated in surgery and all this other stuff. But man, his outlook was so good, man. He was just like, man, it's almost a blessing. It is a blessing.
It is a blessing.
I'm still living, but he's like, he understands sometimes what he had to go through. I'm just, for him to have an outlook on what he has. And I think his outlook is totally changed about life. So, sometimes, man, you got to have, just because it's a setback, don't mean you got to always step back. You know, you can always keep moving, man. Keep moving forward. So that's how I see this thing.
I like what Nicole just said. She said 2020 was the year of clear vision. It gave us the opportunity to stop, reflect, slow down, and focus on what's important and redirect for our future. I agree with that 110%. I mean, that's why I say, you know, at the beginning of the year, it just depends on how you look at it. I know a lot of people had a lot of stuff that went on. I even had some people that died and whatnot, you know, in my immediate family. But I still look at it as, you know, as a great year. And it's crazy because I had a conversation with my wife a while back. And speaking of a similar situation to what you're talking about, Black, a lot of people don't realize what they have or the blessing that they have in life until something tragic happened.
Absolutely.
Until something tragic happened. And I know that happened to me back in 2005. I got into I was back home in Maryland. I was coming from, you know, I was going to a going away party for myself and wound up getting into a real bad accident. From that point on, it legit changed my life from that point on, because I realized that I didn't have to make it. I literally took out an entire bus stop. I ended up in a ditch. Half my car was scratched in, everything. And I literally had a few scratches on me, just a few scratches. And I realized from that point on, yo, I can't take life for granted. I gotta live every moment to the fullest of it, you know, of what God has given me. And so I love it. So, you know, more blessings to your boy, Black. I'm glad, you know, unfortunately he was in this situation, but glad he was able to make it through. And, you know, hopefully, you know, he has a different look on life as well.
Absolutely, man. You can't help but have different you know, aspect on life, man. The pictures of the car is crushed to below the top is below the steering wheel.
Damn.
The entire car hit a tree, wrapped around, flipped. And so, hey man, it's just, I mean, like I said, man, sometimes, man, you know, it ain't what you've been through. You went through it. That's the power of it. You went through it. You got through it. So
it's what you do when you come out on the other side. It's what you do when you come out on the other side of it.
Absolutely.
You know, a lot of people sit and they wallow in there, you know, wallow in misery. Oh, woe is me. And don't get me wrong, everybody is entitled to a moment in their life, but do you stay there or do you decide to move on and, you know, pick it up and do your thing?
You know, one of my favorite quotes, man, if you're going through hell, keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop and look at the view. Hey, don't, it's really bad down here. Keep going. Go fast as you can.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. Don't stop. Don't take it, especially in hell. Why the hell would you want to stop in hell? That don't make sense.
I'm going through hell. I'm going through hell. You want everybody to know about it. No. I want to know when you're coming out. Because I'll be on the other side. So,
exactly.
Talk to me then. You need to focus. You need to concentrate because you in hell. I can't talk to you. Let's get through it, man. 2020 is gone. You know, 2021, man, the world gonna have its challenges no matter what, man. We always gonna have our challenges. And you know, I think it was just so widespread that a lot of times the challenges, you got to think about this, man. Look, man, I mean, Ty, you just talked about 2005, you had a car accident. I mean, at that point, man, that was worse than COVID. Yeah. I mean, I've had to be a pallbearer for my, 23-year-old cousin in 2009, and I think that was worse than COVID for me. See, we always going through something all the time. It's always there. It just so happened that COVID was a blanket that gave everybody something to rest their fears in and get off track. But you got to be smarter than that. You can't blanket me with that. And so we just got to keep going, man, because we all having problems, man. Last weekend, three kids got killed down in South Carolina, and it's, not far from each other. Violence, shooting, with COVID going on. See, all this stuff still is here.
Oh, yeah.
Still going on.
In 2020 was no worse than any other year. I don't think it was any worse than any other year. Just ask people who had already lost loved ones to other stuff. Cancer, breast cancer, prostate cancer. babies that didn't make it past the first week of being born. That stuff goes on every day. But what I think is a good thing, and that's why I say it's a good thing, because it calls everybody to focus and synergize together now. That's the power of it, man. So that's how I see it. And I don't make light of anything that has happened. Because you know, the last 3 weeks for me have been real crazy. I had some family members that have been going through some crazy stuff, man, and ain't none of it COVID related.
Wow.
So it's life, man. It's life. So just be thankful that, you know, we wake up, and if we wake up, we can do something about it.
Exactly. Like you said, you know, not just make the year better than last year, make your next day better than your last day.
There you go.
Keep it moving.
Each day, try to make it better than the day before.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So, ladies, if that thing wasn't right yesterday, make that thing right tonight for your man. You still got time.
He preaching the word.
Still got time, ladies. Do what you gotta do. Make your man happy.
There you go.
Make your man happy. What you gotta do to make your man happy.
Looking like
He said if that thing went right yesterday.
Hey, Donnell, somewhere on earth that thing was not right for somebody yesterday.
I gotta find the video. I ain't gonna find it tonight.
Somewhere on earth, somebody said, "Ooh, this is it's terrible. This is terrible. I don't think I'm coming back."
I gotta find this video on Facebook I seen, and that was this. It was a chick and this dude, and that's what was in the video. She was like, "Yeah, I done did this, that, and the third, and my man, he thought it was bad." And he was like, "Yeah, it was bad." She was like, "And I've changed this, that, and the third, and it should be good and better." He was like, "Nope, it's still bad." And she looked at him like, "What?" Yeah, I gotta find that video because it's bad for somebody else.
That brings up a question for the panel.
Exactly.
Question for y'all. Have y'all ever had a bad bed experience, not from your standpoint, but the female? A bad experience from her, and was it truly bad if you were still getting some?
Yeah.
Hey, man, you ever been inside something and you saying, "I ain't never coming back in here again. This is it. The door is open. I got to go and let these flies out." But I ain't never, ever coming back.
Boy, you ain't never going back to, huh?
Yeah, no, sir.
They don't sell what I like in that store.
Yes, it can be bad, man. Yes, it can be bad. It can be awful.
Okay.
It can be bad. Man, y'all know that one girl everybody talk about. You know, her stuff stink. You know.
Oh, buddy.
No, everybody had one of them in their class, man. Everybody.
It was one in every neighborhood growing up.
Yeah. Every neighbor, everybody in the hood knew. Everybody in the hood knew.
So there was a girl one time.
Don't mention no names, Mike. Don't mention no names.
Nah, and I'm not even going to mention the time period. But there was a girl a long time ago that I had to try to take one for the team, and she was stank. I mean, I sat down beside her, and I was like, "What the heck?"
Hey, yeah.
Mike, you was on the wrong team. You should have Tom Brady that team.
I'm about to say.
Yeah, Donnell. Yeah.
No. Donnell's in there. Donnell know who it is. You know what?
It was probably with Donnell.
Right. Exactly.
So I was trying not to put a time period to it, but yeah, it was at Winston-Salem State.
Hey, man, I ain't never took one for the team, man. I don't think I ever took one for the team.
Oh, I couldn't do it though. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I ain't never.
I was going to ask Mike. I said, you said you sat next to her and you smelled it. Did you go through it?
Hey, no. I thought he was telling a Too Short story. I met this girl. She
Maxie Betty. Burn.
She was nice too. Yeah, she looked good too. Had body, but Something wasn't right down there. Something just wasn't right.
She was young. She ain't know no better. She ain't know she had to clean it up the way she needed to clean it up.
She was a whole adult. I don't care.
She was in college.
Hey,
Yeah,
dog,
she was an adult.
I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, dog. I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. She a whole adult. Hey,
Hey, they got a prescription for that.
she ain't had no insurance. She was in school. I don't
Yeah.
know.
In school, she had insurance.
Hey, it's called vinegar.
Vinegar and water.
Vinegar and water. Squash.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
which one? Hey, you ain't give her the black test, the earwax test, the earwax.
What's the earwax test?
You've heard of
Man,
it.
you don't know what the earwax?
No.
Man, you need to hang around some old men that was born before 1940, man. Look, man, the way old dudes, man, they used to reach in their ear, get a little earwax. Now, they tell you how dirty they is. You can just get earwax on demand. You just get some earwax. Then you stick it up in that thing. If they squirm, something wrong with them. They burn. That's what old man taught me. That's what the old deacons in my granddad's church taught me. I'm just saying.
If that earwax make them squirm, huh?
Hey, look. I don't know if they were squirming because whatever they had was allergic to earwax, or I just don't think you're supposed to put earwax down there.
Exactly. 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 I don't think you're supposed to put earwax down there.
I ain't doing it.
Just my
That must
personal
be one of them
opinion.
born again deacons.
Exactly. I seen one on TV the other day, man. Never mind. Hey, I got another question for y'all because this is I know two of y'all on social media. One is reluctantly on social media. But I happened to come across something the other day, and I know y'all probably have seen it. If you have not, let me share with you this clip of a video. I got a question after this last one. So apparently there's something going on called the Busted Challenge.
Okay.
BUSSIT. Busted Challenge. We all familiar with Nelly's song, which is the first clip of it. Any of y'all seen this Busted Challenge before?
No, but I'm about to watch all of them.
It ain't that hard to find, dog. It ain't that hard to find.
So do they
I'm about to watch
hashtag
all of them.
they hashtag busted on it?
They hashtag busted on. Hey, I'm a little confused. Like, I don't know whether I should be excited or whether I should be offended, because I don't know if it's me, but it seems like the older I got, like, that stuff doesn't like appeal to me like that no more. Especially, and I don't. Maybe it's because I got a daughter, and a lot of these girls they look like they about 15 years old. But
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, I mean, and then to be putting it like everybody in there. I mean, it's not just little girls; it's grown women doing it too. And don't get me wrong, what you do behind closed doors for your man, I said you bust it wide open for your man all day long. But when you putting that stuff out there on social media, I'm not too thrilled about that. Like I look at it and be like, oh, okay.
But hold up, Todd. Let me ask you this.
Okay?
Right, so if I'm not mistaken, the first picture was 2020.
Okay.
And the second part was post-COVID.
Okay.
That's how that first part, that's how all women looking right now. They busted. They looking like they got mushroom hats on. They walk around with these plastic mushroom hats and everything wrapped up and pajamas got all this lint on them. And hey, come on, man. I mean, I'm all in Walmart. Man. Oh gosh, it's horrible, man.
You said Walmart. I mean, you can't expect nothing different out of Walmart, dog. It's
isn't expanded, man. It isn't expanded everywhere you go, man. It just don't matter, man. But now,
Okay.
Now I applaud them for saying, "Hey, let me show you how I can really get into it. Let me show you how I can really do it." Now I ain't got nothing wrong with that. Now, are you saying it's provocatively, vulgar? What you saying that you got a problem with?
So okay, so they had a similar challenge, and I don't remember the name of it. Trying to remember the name of it. They had a similar challenge before where they was looking pretty much busted, and it wasn't just women; it was women and dudes doing it.
Oh yeah, and then they come back.
And they would do the little hand over, and then they would come back, and then they would look like, oh, like, okay, I got that. You showing that you got a transformation from this is what I look like at home and I'm chilling in comparison to this what I look like when I'm going out with my man or my family, whatever the case is, and vice versa, because dudes was doing it too. Dudes was doing that whole little wow, and they come back and you look completely different. But this whole busted thing, I'm like, huh?
I never saw dudes doing it.
I seen whole families doing the joint, not the busted joint, but the other one.
Okay.
No,
I had to clarify.
I'm not watching all of them now.
I had to clarify that
back. Until you just, I'm not watching all of them.
Got grandmama in there doing it too.
That's why I had to clarify that right quick.
I will not be watching the busted video.
Say that again.
I seen old ladies doing them too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I seen an old white lady doing it, and I was like, "Yo, that's crazy." But I'm saying, why does it have to be? I mean, okay, why can't, to Black's point, why is that stuff gotta be out there on social media? Why you can't do that stuff for your man at home? Because I guarantee you, and I don't know if any of these chicks got dudes, but are they busting it for their man at home?
Or maybe they advertise. Maybe they advertise.
He might be recording.
But I have seen one. I seen one that was pretty funny where she actually got. I seen two of them that was funny. I seen one where she was getting ready. The song came on, and then as she got ready to drop, her husband ran in the room and was like, "No, you ain't doing none of this shit. You ain't doing none of this, like you ain't putting that stuff out there on social media." And then I seen another one where it was a little girl, and she was like, "I'm setting my father up," and so she wasn't doing nothing. She just played the song, and the father ran in the room with a belt. And then she was like, "I got you."
Yeah, that's probably me. That's probably my daughter and me doing something. My daughter would do something like that. Yeah.
Just to get a reaction out of you. Mm-hmm. Just to get a reaction out of you. And that's what she did. I thought that was funny.
So I guess my thoughts are, what's the difference? What's the difference between doing it on social media versus going to a nightclub? We're not going out. We're not going nightclubbing, right? And if all of us were single, we would want to see these challenges. You know what I'm saying? Let's
true.
Real talk. Okay. So
we got to be single.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
Honest.
I guess the point that I'm trying to make with that is that it's still good to look at. You know what I'm saying? I think that because we're married, I think we have probably, for me, looking at that and like, oh, you know what I'm saying, this young girl, showing her all her goods or whatever.
Her talent.
I couldn't, Project Pack said it the best, you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, right? So we probably look at them a certain way, right? Opposite of how we look at our wives and like, God forbid they do that challenge. Like, life as we know it is over.
But to answer your first question, though, Donnell, and I'm gonna hit on that too. Answer your first question: the difference between the club and social media is that this lasts damn near forever. Unless somebody in the club recording you, then what you do in the club is pretty much done and over with at the end of the night. This right here, somebody can screenshot that. They can do whatever. And they got that on their phone. They got that in the cloud or wherever forever. No matter whether you done moved on and decided to become a grown-ass woman and became whatever with your life, you can go back and be like, yo, I remember when you was busting it.
True.
Yeah. That's the difference.
But that's like saying strippers don't get married.
Some of them do. Some of them change. That's what I'm saying.
That's like saying some strippers don't, become successful entrepreneurs later.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because all strippers ain't hoes.
Eve was a stripper. Eve was a stripper, and then she became, a rapper, and then now she was on The View or The Talk or one of them channels or one of them shows, and now she, I don't know what she doing now because she ain't on that no more. And
Eve married to one of them European billionaires over in London.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
yeah, she got her.
started out stripping, though.
And
She took her stripping to the real. She took it to the top.
and y'all know what the cloud is, right?
Who?
The cloud.
You mean
The
like
internet cloud?
Everybody like to
Talking
talk
about
about the cloud.
So it's like
you
internet
think
cloud.
your information is in the cloud.
It's pretty much a big
yeah.
server that
Someone else is managing. It's an information system somebody else is managing.
that's what I'm saying. It's pretty much a big server that's being managed by Google
That's it.
or Amazon or pretty much that's what the cloud is. Yeah, it ain't like some imaginary. That's my point though. That's the difference between social media and doing it in the club. If you in a club, even if you in a strip club, okay, you in a strip club. Yeah, I used to strip back in the day, blah, 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 blah. But what, you got that on tape? You got that on your phone? You got that recorded? And don't get me wrong, there's some sneaky little perverted people that be in the club like this, but outside of that, it's there's a difference to me. There's a difference, like I'm saying. So if my wife was to do it, if she does it for me in my house, cool. But if she does it on social media, then like you said, we got a whole new problem. We got a whole new situation. I would encourage my wife to do it for me. But not for everybody else.
I assume that these chicks are probably not in committed relationships, right? I could be wrong. Some guys probably like it and encourage it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You're right,
hey, man.
Look what I got.
Social media, I said once again, social media, and it's just my belief, man. It gives a lot of people who have low self-esteem 20 minutes of celebrity. It gives them that celebrity. They can do those things. Everybody matters on social media. That's why it's so powerful. That's why it's so powerful, man. And it's so deadly. Social media is so deadly, man, because stuff like that. I mean, man, we don't know. These women or girls, I don't know how old they are, I don't know what their ages are, but it gives them power that they ordinarily would not have or would not care to express because they don't think they can have a captive audience like that. On social media, you can demand a captive audience at any time you want.
So let me ask this then, Black. Let me ask this right quick before we get into our topic for tonight. Okay, so I just told you pretty much my mindset or my view has pretty much changed. My. You got me with the my. She said Johnny Gill. You know what?
You can't be talking to me like that. You want to talk to me?
So my mindset has changed from when I was a little bit younger. Not like Black said. Don't get me wrong. I still like the look, but my mindset isn't what it was back then. Back then, I guarantee you, we was all looking at Nelly's tip drill video. We was all looking at Snoop Dogg, videos and this, that, and the third. But as you got older, and all four of us got daughters, you can't tell me your mind thought hasn't changed a little bit to go, you know what? Maybe not so much.
So that brings up my point. A millennial might say, "You hate me. Let me have my time.
True.
Let me have my moment."
You true. That's true. That's very much true. I think the only difference is we didn't have social media for it to be stuck in a managed server by somebody else who can do whatever the heck they want to do with that.
But check this out, Ty. Time, you can't beat time. Time is undefeated. And the times in the world are undefeated. Because check this out, man. There was a time when people who got tattoos, they were saying, "Don't you get tattooing? You done ruin your career. You done ruin your professional life if you get a tattoo." Now you walk in boardrooms and you see people with tattoos with sleeves in boardrooms. You know why? Because time. Because those ideals and those mindsets, these same people in these busted or whatever we call it videos, in 20 years, they're going to be in boardrooms. They're going to be in corporate situations. They're going to be, and they're going to be like, "Hey, I remember that," just like me. Heck, I don't know. For me, when I was a principal in school, I used to see kids doing stupid stuff. But I was an advocate for that stupid stuff because you know what? I'd be like, you know what? I remember I did the same thing. You still can succeed. So let's keep on working, man.
I think
Just
the way
because you did something stupid, that don't mean it's the end of it. The ideals change. Even though it's on social media, it'll be there forever. You know how much, all right, the cloud. There's a whole bunch of management got to go on to have this stuff. So a lot of this stuff, man, I feel that over time, it won't even make a difference, man. It won't even make a difference. Just as my opinion. I may be wrong.
Well, since we talking about what's in the cloud and what people's wives may or may not be doing, do y'all believe is there such thing as privacy in marriage? So let's say you found out your wife did have a busted video. Somehow you didn't seen it online, but she didn't keep it private, or somebody showed it to you. You know, all of a sudden you wondering, okay, well, how come I didn't know you was in here making the busted video? Or what if, do you pretty much believe that there is privacy in marriage?
Here's the problem I have. If my significant other, my wife, she ain't never showed me how she was busting it, and I'm looking at it on the internet, yeah, I got a problem with that. I'm like, wait a minute, you holding back. You holding back on me. Because right there, you get it. Now, you looking like Esther. Oh, no. I want to bust it for me.
But what if she is doing that for you? So what if she is doing that for you, and then you catch her online busting it too?
Hey, man, people do what they want to do most, man. That's what she want to do. That's what she want to do.
Okay.
You can't control that. You can't control it. That's what you want to do. All right, then, my next question is, I ain't mad at you for doing it, but tell me, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Is it something that I'm not providing you, that you get that fame and that attention from the internet that I'm not giving you? And if so, hey, what can I do? So it's not the point that I got to get mad at it, because people do things they want to do, and sometimes they do it because they want a certain reaction because they do it. And so if that's my wife and that's my whatever, and she don't do it on a regular basis, now I see her out there on the internet doing it, then I got to find out, hey, where is it? Where is the disconnect? Because I need to see that going on too. Or I don't need to see it going on. Or I do want to, or I don't. Whichever perspective or take I have on it, I got to figure that out. Because guess what? If I don't, I ain't got to worry about her. You got you like Friday. You ain't got to, if you don't have no job, you ain't got to worry about being a dog catcher. You got to worry about a dog catching your ass. So look, hey, if your wife out there busting it, but she ain't busting it for you, it's already over.
That's true.
So
it's already over.
I think there is privacy in marriage. I think that everybody deserves their little bit of privacy as an individual, period. You have your private moments. So like men and women, we have our private moments that we want to keep, just for ourselves, or, we want to have just for ourselves. That's what I'm thinking of when I think of privacy.
So you thinking of like me time type privacy, not necessarily I got a lock on my phone because I'm hiding something, or I'm sneaking and talking outside, or
Explain to me what you mean by privacy, because I mean privacy.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Like I said, privacy can be taken several different ways. It can be taken several different ways.
What's privacy to you?
Privacy. This bougie dude here. I'm talking about locking stuff down. You can't, I got password on my phone. I'm going outside talking, or I'm doing things and other, because I don't need you in my conversation. I don't need you in my, what I'm doing, this, that, and the third. I'm keeping secrets types, private.
So let's break it down. Should you have access to your spouse's phone?
I don't see why not.
Or should that phone be private?
No, I don't see why not. I mean, I think once you get married, in my personal opinion, and I like living Donnell, but my personal opinion is once you get married, all that pretty much go out the door. you should be an open book when it comes to anything. Like, you know, you shouldn't really have nothing to hide. Your wife should know what it is you do, what it is you don't do, this, that, and the third. Yeah, I mean, not saying that you got to be a dog and you out there doing anything, but I mean, if you not, then why? What you got to hide?
Okay, like one hand becomes one.
Yeah, well, I mean, it shouldn't be a situation of, oh, let me unlock my phone right quick. Oh, let me grab that right. No, like, dude, what's?
So I was gonna say, I do not think that there should be, you know, privacy in a marriage, but I do feel like there should be boundaries within that marriage.
Okay.
I do feel like, you know, my phone is my phone. But if my wife says, you know, let me see it, sure, you know, go ahead and see it. But at the same time, you know, I have my moments when I'm like, you know, I don't feel like being bothered, right? So let me, you know, step off and, you know, watch the game because I don't feel like being bothered. And I don't know if you know, consider that being private or, you know, having privacy. You know, when I think of, I guess the first thing I kind of think of is, you know, going into a room and closing the door.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Don't necessarily mean you doing anything, but for me, it's like that's an indication that I'm shutting everybody else outside of this room out.
Gotcha.
Okay, so for you, Donnell, if you go in the room and close the door, is it okay if your wife comes in?
I mean, I can't control that she comes in. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, unless you saying, oh, I'm mad at her. I mean, she's a full adult. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't control that. But
I think it's
time, if my wife closes the door and I go into the room, like, I don't expect to have like a full blown conversation or why she closed the door. You know what I mean? Like, be aware of your, be aware of your surroundings. That, you know, she probably don't feel like being bothered.
Right, and that's what I was going to say. I really think it's a communication thing, in my opinion. I think
absolutely.
In that situation that you're talking about specifically, Donnell, I think it's a communication thing. I think if you don't want to be bothered, or if you having a moment, you having a mood, or whatever the case may be, then you just say that. I don't feel like being bothered today. I'm about to go in the room and close the door. Then that way there's no question of whether it's privacy in comparison to ring, phone ring, and you go in the room and you close the door behind you. It's like, all right, well, why can't you have that conversation right here? Like, what was that about? Then, and even then, it may not necessarily be
stop right there, Ty. Because some of y'all stupid. Some of y'all stupid. You know why? Because first of all, man, you need to be here with me, man. I got my 4 butts in my face.
Hey, yo, and we all know Black, we all know that one dude who you cannot put on speakerphone. We all know that one dude who you cannot answer the phone on speakerphone, and that's that dude. And you say, yo, I'm sitting here with my wife, and hopefully he shut up or at least change the subject or something.
No. Yeah. He gonna tell you how henpecked you are and how stupid you are.
I be that. What's your boy?
And he gonna be like, man, we had them twins, man. We had them twins, and you done messed all that up, man. God,
hey.
You know,
right? I'm setting it up for you to have a good time.
Some conversations we have to guard our wives from because of the people we know and just how stupid they could be. It just some of that.
So. Man, I want you.
Hey, I want y'all homies to get with the times, man. Like, don't answer the phone if you're unsure. Let that be a text message for real. And go from there.
Oh, that's him again. Nope, I ain't answering that one.
Right.
Nah, but honestly, I mean, call me what you want to. Call me henpecked, call me, whatever. I don't know, but I mean, that's just me. Like, even if it's the dude that I know who will say something stupid, I'm gonna answer the phone and be like, yo, I'm gonna call you back later. Or whatever. I mean, she may say, who was that or what's that about? I'm be like, you know who that was, and you know how stupid he was. That's why I didn't answer the phone. Or that's why I told him I was gonna call him back later. Because if I'm the type of dude, if I don't hang out with him and I'm not putting myself in that situation where I'm hanging with him at the club no more, because that's what I know we used to do. I mean, personally, like I said earlier, once you get older and once you get to a certain point in your life, you don't do the same stupid stuff you did back then. And
Yeah,
certain
but
people you
never
leave
know
back
you're
then.
gonna need that person though.
Say that again.
So you never know you're gonna need that person.
True. I ain't saying we can't be cool. I ain't saying we can't be cool, but not everybody belongs in the same bucket of friends.
No, I was
Let's keep
just
it real.
saying. I was
Let's
just
keep it
saying.
real.
My point is this. I did it with that, but sometimes privacy can be protection because sometimes, you may not be able to tell the whole truth about a situation to protect. Just like we do our kids sometimes. We do that to our kids all the time. Because why alarm or alert somebody? Because people have a different level of, I'm searching for the word, sensitivity to certain situations.
Okay.
And and I'm trying to search for the right word I want to use, but I'm looking for a word anyway. But sometimes you have to guard people from themselves sometimes.
Don't do
and
that.
I'm not saying you're speaking around, but sometimes some people are not ready for certain situations at that particular time.
Hey, look, do not, I repeat, do not tell me something because you worried about my feelings. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'd rather know. I'd rather know so I can know how to handle it. So let me decide on how to handle it. I'd rather know. I mean, I handle it the way you think I'm gonna handle it.
I tell people all the time, do not let me feel like I'm holding the trick bag. I tell other people all the time, like, yeah,
I may handle it different than what
good.
you may think I may handle it. So let me know. If that's how you feel, let me know.
Okay.
Because I'd rather it not be something behind my back, and then all of a sudden I find out, and then you like, oh, I ain't think you can handle it. Yeah, who asked you to think for me, homie?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I agree totally with what y'all saying. That's not what I was meaning by what I was saying.
Okay.
It's a little bit different than what I'm talking about. I'll give a different example. I'll come up with a different example if we still talking about it. But it's some personal things that can happen in your life that sometimes you got to just ride it out, man. And some things you got to solve on your own. It's some things when you have something personal in your life, you got to ride those things out and make it happen on your own. And then you got to bring your people along with you after you done got through it. Because it ain't no use of, it's almost like this. I'm bringing you through hell with me. I want you to go through hell with me. When I realize I got to go through hell by myself.
Okay.
I think that might piss a lot of women off, or at least in my opinion, that might piss a lot of people off.
What's that?
For me, I mean, I have that type of attitude. I mean, that's me. I don't care about people's feelings.
I think that goes back to your spouse being your best friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like you're not communicating that, and it's almost like why would you allow yourself to go through something by yourself when you have a whole adult partner to go through it with?
I agree with you. Some people don't understand that concept. Some people are not used to that whole concept. I agree with you 100%.
And then regardless, if you come out on top on that, if she find out, she's still gonna be mad. So you might as well just tell her.
Nah. Well, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but still, I still think it's a different concept of what I am.
What you trying to explain?
Yeah, I haven't found the right words to articulate it without being so personal. I'm trying to. Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
So what if you walk in the room, and as soon as you walk in the room, you hear your wife say, "Oh, I gotta go."
That's their privacy.
Okay, hold on. Now, and then flip it. So what I want y'all to think about is both. Flip it. Have you ever had to do the same thing?
Yep. I have. And it's not for me, what I'm saying, keeping it 100. It's not that, what I'm saying, I'm trying to be private. Like, I just don't feel like explaining what my conversation was between me and the person I was on the phone with.
Okay. But is that how she look at it though? Is that how she look at it?
Probably not. Like, what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's just a woman's, thing to to ask questions, regardless if it had anything to do with them or not.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a woman's thing, because I ain't gonna lie, I do it.
So here's I was trying to think of a universal situation to explain my situation. All right, here we go. Now, everybody, you should tell our women everything they need to know. Don't just tell me, keep something from them. Now, check this out. All right. Now, you go to your partner's bachelor party.
Okay.
All right. Now, Big Booty Angie was there throwing it on everybody.
Pussy.
She smashed her left butt cheek up in your face. You got glitter everywhere now. You go home. You know you can't wash glitter off. You go home. Now all of a sudden you talking about something. Well, baby, yeah, let me tell you exactly what happened. She smashed her booty up against my face. I tried to stop her.
I smacked it away like this. I smacked it away.
Want that conversation.
I was smacking it.
I smacked it away. It was in my face, man. That thing.
You don't even want that
Get
conversation.
Or
you better go to the dollar store and get you a cheap glitter set.
Or you know what? You know what I don't let my wife see?
You go home.
Really? Here's what I don't let my wife see. And when I shut my phone down and I have to lock my phone, I don't let her see our group chats.
Oh, okay.
That's the problem. Okay. So let me address.
You have to explain the stupid stuff. Y'all know all the stupid stuff y'all send.
Wait.
I'm not trying to explain that to my wife. So
see, that's my whole point. So before you made your point, Black, what I was alluding to was, I understand what my triggers are, and again, this is where that boundary thing come in at. Like, don't question me, especially if I'm not doing anything, right?
Right.
Don't question me, because I feel like you're not allowing me to be who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me be an individual, just like I let you have your conversations. Let me have mine.
Exactly.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
Let me say this, Black, to your situation and scenario, Black. If your wife got an issue with what you did when you went to a bachelor party, you shouldn't have went to the bachelor party, because she already should know if you going to a bachelor party, you going to have fun. You gonna sit there in the corner like this the whole time? I'm just there to support my man.
God, come on, man. You dealing with females.
Ain't no woman
gonna release you. Okay, hold up. Now y'all say, oh, wait a minute. I hear Mike. Hey, ain't no woman gonna release you to the wild to go do any and everything.
No, not any and everything. Not any and everything. No. But you said bachelor party. At a bachelor party, yeah, sometimes any and everything does go down at a bachelor party. And there are other bachelor parties with any and everything don't go down. Damn near.
I ain't never been in one of them.
Huh?
No.
I ain't never been in one of them.
I've been the one with damn near everything, but not everything. And I've been the ones where everything went down. So it really depends. But honestly, if your wife decide, let me be Mr. Reasonable for a quick second. Put the shoe on other foot. If my wife says she wants to go to a bachelorette party, do I expect her to go out there and be a hoe? No. But do I expect her to go out there and have fun and enjoy herself and know where her own boundaries are, that I shouldn't have to question what she's doing while she's out there? Yeah, go ahead and have fun. Yes. Go ahead and have fun, because I know when I go, I'm going to go have fun.
But so that's what we're talking about. That's the whole point we're talking about. If that happens, so is it being private, or you invading privacy when you say what you do when you went out there?
If she comes back,
she say, listen, you trusted me to go. Trust me that I did the right thing. But she ain't telling you everything. She ain't telling you she was. She ain't telling you none of that. But she ain't telling you none of that. But she said, listen, nothing happened. I am here. I am with you. I am yours. Now, and she and guess what? She ain't going no more. She had her fun. She did what she had to do. But in order to preserve that, you want your wife, oh yeah, I had two of them jerking them off at the same time, baby. You should have seen me. I was ambidextrous. No. What?
Hey, Black. Hey, Ty, would you? So what if you set up the boundary and say, oh, you can't touch? But what if the head just accidentally hit her on the cheek?
Hey, first of all, Donnell, I got
Hold on, we talking about privacy now.
I got to put Donnell in
She got
timeout
to
for a
tell
quick
you.
second. You got to put Donnell in
Got to
timeout for a
tell
quick
you.
second.
She got to tell you now. She got to tell you because we ain't got no privacy. We ain't got no privacy.
No,
Remember,
okay,
there is no privacy.
But to your
Everything
point,
I
though,
know, you
Yeah,
want your
yeah.
wife to tell you.
that's only
Yeah,
if
you
you
look.
ask. That's only if you ask. If you ask, because honestly, I know I'm not gonna be like, oh, what y'all do at the bachelorette party? Would you? No. First of all, because I'm a hope that my wife has enough respect and borderline to say, you know what, I'm not going to do that.
So that for privacy is important because all privacy is saying is trust. That's what you're saying. Another word for it is trust. Am I trusting you to do what you said? Because I ain't got to ask you about it. So there is no privacy. So if I got a phone, you trust me. I ain't got to put no lock because I ain't worried about you going through my phone, rambling through it.
Right.
Okay.
So that's what I'm getting to. So it's trust. So I don't care. Hey, if my wife did want to go out with her homegirls and have a night out, I don't know what the hell they gonna do. I ain't finna ask. I don't care. All I know is when I release her out, she is released. She is gone. My wife, Lord knows, they have been to. They was on a road tripping for New Edition.
It's so funny you say that though, Black, because I feel like as much as we say we don't care, like the opposite of that, like my wife absolutely does like ask like where I'm going and what we're gonna do.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But again, I think that I don't do it because it irritates me when she asks.
So you don't
do what?
okay. So
Don't
she's
do what?
asking you, what are y'all doing? She's asking you, what are y'all doing? But you don't do it in return because it irritates you when she does it to you.
Pretty much.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
So my
I can see
wife,
that.
she would be okay with me going to a bachelor party. She knows what goes on at bachelor parties, and she knows that she probably wouldn't ask for details when I got home.
Most people
You know?
won't ask the details. Most people be like,
Right.
"Oh, you had fun? All right, and leave it at that."
That's it.
Yeah.
Did you have
Leave it
fun?
down. Yeah.
And she would be good with that. She would be good with the fact that I said I had fun because she would have wanted me to have a good time.
Yeah.
But she wouldn't want details.
Move that out the way. It was in your way.
Right.
She put it in your face. Move that out the way.
Nah, she's not worried about all that because she does have that trust.
So, like Black said, it's about trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That is. Because you can't, to me, man, you can't never, you can't ward off bad things from happening. It's going to happen in any relationship. The thing is the relationship strong enough and trustworthy enough to work through it? That's all I'm saying. Hey, look, all right. That's all I'm saying.
So, okay, so flip that. You know what I'm saying? We say trust. I'm one to say trust has to be earned. Like it's not automatically given. So how does one earn your trust?
That's something, in my opinion, that should have been happening during the dating stage. That should have been happening during the dating stage. You should not have gotten married if you ain't trust each other.
Right. Exactly.
Right. That's the whole dating part. That the dating part, you're earning each other's trust.
The thing is, Ty, you know what I'm saying? Who you was married to yesterday, the same person you married to today. I mean,
that's
you know what I'm saying?
Well true.
Let's take it even further. Let's say we've done some things that made them not trust us as much.
Okay.
In relationship. You know, you may have done something stupid. You know, you can go down a whole bunch of things, you know, that we do as men that's very stupid. And and that would make a woman, you know, double track on with her trust level. I just think it's the next level is, you know, commitment. You know, what I mean, look, we can go through a whole bunch of stuff. We may go through infidelity, but our commitment will keep us together. Because it's a whole bunch of people who got cheated on and cheated on other people 2, 3, 4 times, but they still together. And then sometimes I done seen couples he did it all. She did it all. I know about her. Man, I know a couple, both of them were married and had kids outside the marriage.
That sounds like a business arrangement.
But they back together. They back together. They back together. Both.
Wow.
Both. Chick got pregnant outside the marriage, but they still had the baby, raising the baby. He had a baby outside the marriage, still raising the baby. They together.
Hey man, well, I'm gonna just say this little tidbit. You know what I'm saying? You know, going through a divorce is something else, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a hassle. It's almost like getting into a car accident and it wasn't your fault. You know?
Yeah, I've been through one. Yeah, I agree.
So, you know, I'm not going to say that love conquers all in all situations, but sometimes it's not even worth the hassle for some people.
Yeah.
All right, so let me. We got a question. We got a question that came through, and I know we usually answer questions. Usually, a question of the week scenario, and now we gotta get the man code. But let me read it because this kind of may got a little to do with what we got. All right. So somebody writes in and says, and if anybody who's interested, you can always write into Millionaire M.A.N Cave. Send your question is into info@re-tv.net. It can be a video question. Send us some video questions. Ladies, send us some video questions. We'll just get back to them video questions that y'all use.
Ladies, send us some busted videos.
Notice he said ladies. He didn't say girls. He said ladies.
Ladies. Preferably if you are over 27 years old. Yes.
Okay.
27 and older.
I won't deny it. I won't not look at it.
We need to make sure that these things are correct and they right, and we need to make sure that we will be your cloud. You send it to us, we're gonna keep it in our server. Won't get nowhere else. We'll keep them. So send those busted videos, lady.
And I'll let you know whether you should let it release it or not.
And I'm saying this on air, so there's no privacy. My wife knows that I'll be getting the busted videos. Okay, so it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So
Donnell shaking his head. Nah, Donnell like, don't send me that, dog. Don't send me that. My wife going through my phone, seeing y'all's busted videos coming from Millionaire M.A.N Cave.
This is for the show, baby. This is for the show.
for the show.
Research.
Mike, it's professional.
Listen,
we're professionals, man. We're going
see that right there. Like, I don't want to have to explain that. Like, if it's going to re-tv.net or info, you know, it's for the show and it's not coming directly to me. So
it's Man Cave.
info@re-tv.net.
Yeah,
send us your questions. Send us your questions, guys. Girls, ladies, send us your questions.
Did you say guys?
Hey, hold up.
Did you say guys in your busted videos?
No, I said questions. I said send us your questions.
Questions.
Oh my. So
we got a question. Let me read this question. Let me help my man Mike out. Get him out of this.
Let's get to the question.
Right quick.
Yeah, thank you, Ty. Thank you, Ty.
All right, here we go. There's something on my mind, and I feel you veteran husbands out there, you know, should know a thing or two about what I'm going through. So here it goes. I recently got engaged last month to an extremely beautiful woman, and I'm so deeply in love with her. But she wants to go through pre-marriage counseling. I'm completely fine with doing this because we agreed that it's beneficial to us. However, she told me something that shook me to my core. That was, if she hears something she didn't like or agree with, she wants out of what we have. So my question to all you veteran husbands out there, what do I do? Like I said, I'm truly in love with her. Also, she tells me she wants all into what we have. So she's all into what they got. I've been praying a lot every day with the hopes of this was working out with us being married forever. But sometimes I feel like she is going to call it off. And that worries me to the point that I get headaches. So my man says he ain't trying to keep no secrets. He'll go to premarital counseling but he can't promise you whatever comes out in premarital counseling may not hurt or offend her. So he ain't trying to be private. He's trying to release everything to her, and he feels like if something she told him, if something you say offends me and I don't like it, I'm out. Deuces. What do I do? It gives my man headaches.
Hey man,
She ain't got the trust.
look, man, it's an old Southern saying. Look, man, when a snake show you his tongue, believe it, he ready to bite. Look, she telling you already, I ain't in it. Look, I'm out. So it's gonna come now or later. It don't matter. Because the hell with premarital counseling. You can get all the premarital counseling you can get, and it's good. It's very good. I suggest it. I do suggest it. But that after vows circumstances that come up, oh, she gone first time. She already let you know I'm out. I'm not finna go through none of this stuff with you. I'm out. She had already told I'm out. And he needs to be thankful for it. He needs to be, okay, you know what, baby, you're right. You know what? Well, you know what? I done been with, 5 different women the same night, and they all was related. So that is. I see you.
And
Go
they
get
all
out.
did the bucket challenge
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah. I did a mama and a daughter.
And she said she can be out. She said she can be if that offends her, she don't like it. She said she out.
But he needs to respect that. He needs to respect that.
True.
And he needs to go on, tell her before she get married, she's asking him to tell her everything. Now, if he dumb enough to do it, yeah.
But is that being mean? Because what happened in your past is your past. Like you said earlier. Why is that considered being dumb enough to do it? If you trying to not have this quote unquote privacy, and you like, you know what, I don't want you to find out nothing later in life that I can't tell you right now. So let's just get this all out on the table and let's move forward with our lives. If you can't accept it, I'm with you.
Let me clear it up, Tom. Let me clear it up. If he's dumb enough to marry her.
Okay.
That's what I mean. Not dumb enough to tell her, but if you're still dumb enough to go ahead and marry her, and you living in fear of what she might think you have done in the past, you're gonna do even more stupider stuff in the future.
Not even that, but you could be living in fear your entire marriage.
Yes, that's what I mean. If he's dumb enough to marry her, then get out. He need to go. If he want to do that, go and do it. He wasting his money. I can tell you that.
Agreed. We not saving him millions.
Yeah, not if he go through with it.
Now, if he listen to us tonight, he will. Man, y'all ever drank some and the ice jump out the cup and you catch the ice ball, hit the throw, put it back in your mouth?
No.
Just did that.
Go ahead, Donnell.
No, I was gonna say, and I've only gone to like a few marital sessions, probably, not enough. But like give
you some of mine.
Bad, excuse me.
I'll give you some of the notes from mine.
So I guess for me, this is like kind of like a twofold type situation. My initial response to him is like, he might want to go to therapy on his own, understand who he is first and foremost. But when I think of marital or premarital therapy, it's the nitty gritty that you probably not even thinking about before marriage that they bring to the table. It's the finances, it's the kids, it's your career. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know that they bring up like previous relationships.
If that's the issue for her, or if that's the issue for him, if he can't get over what she used to be, or she can't get over what he used to be or used to do, then that's something that sometimes you may address that in premarital counseling, so that way you can move forward to a marriage.
See, but that's just it. Like what I heard was that she's waiting to hear how imperfect he is in marital counseling versus knowing who he is up front.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you get to that point and she decides to pull the trigger and be like, "Yo, I'm out because I found out you slept with or you done did or blah 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 blah," like, and that has nothing to do with your future. Like Black said, let her go. Because right at this point in time, me personally, at this point in time, I'm worried about my future more than I am my past. And if you still stuck on what I did back then, let's address what you used to do back then. Because I guarantee you, like Black said, ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect. So what you used to do that I can find out about, that I can be offended about?
It sounds like he could just be infatuated by the way she looks versus being completely in love with her. I mean, because the first thing he said was she's beautiful and he's so in love with her. You know, and I don't know that he's saying that her soul is beautiful.
Okay.
But much like with Black, like I agree with you. Like if, you know, we all have a past. Nobody's imperfect. I mean, nobody's perfect unless you Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you know, if you can't get past that, then there ain't no point in us being together because it's always going to play in the back of your mind.
It's already is with her. I mean, she. I don't think it's like she's already trying to find a way out, but she's already set her line in the ground. She's already draw her line where she ain't.
But that's you gotta
sounds like to me too.
That's what I'm saying. You need to respect that and say, hey, you ain't the one.
If that's what her stance is, this point in time, and I can't get past this point in time. Okay, cool. I respect that. Just know that, you know, I'm looking to go further past that point in time in my life, and it is what it is.
Right.
You stay stuck there. I'm not gonna go through hell and just stay there like Black said earlier. Go ahead, Mike.
Well, I was thinking about body count, you know, and so, you know, some women, you know,
Mike be on that body count, though. He be on that body count, boy.
Well, I'm just saying, some women.
But it's true. It's true. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, some women may be what's the word? They may feel some type of way when their body count was low and yours is high. You know what I'm saying?
Her body count ain't low.
Hey man, you know the saying, don't ask the question if you don't want to know the answer to it. You're not ready to receive the answer to it.
My wife told me that the first time we met. She said, don't ask no questions you ain't ready for the answer for.
Privacy. That word privacy has arisen again. It's here. Privacy. That's what I was saying. Don't be asking no questions you don't want to know the answer to. Just trust me that, hey, we're gonna be together and we're gonna work this thing out. That is again.
Right.
That now is coming out what I was trying to say. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Gotcha.
No,
That's
you got it.
That's what privacy in a marriage means. Don't be asking no damn questions you don't want to know the answer to. And when I tell you the truth, you know, you're gonna flip out like it's the worst thing that ever happened. Now we're gonna be together, we're gonna be together. If you want to know, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
But then what's the point of going to premarital counseling then? What's the point of going to premarital counseling?
Oh, you better go to premarital counseling.
No. I agree. Don't get me wrong. This situation. What's the point of her saying let's go to premarital counseling or him saying let's go to premarital counseling if all you're gonna do is wait till I say that one thing and you will say you out anyway?
Hey, first that premarital counseling.
Third of all, she need to go to counseling.
Right. You said he need to go. She need to go to counseling.
He does. Because I feel like if he has to ask that question to a group of guys, he need to go to counseling. Like why? You know what I'm saying? Like why you worried about?
He already know the answer.
Worried about one chick saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be out." All right, peace, holla. You know what I'm saying? Like
already know the answer to the question. Yeah. And like Mike said, one of y'all said he's stuck on her beauty that he can't look past anything. He already know the answer to his question. He know he should be out. He just want validation from other fellas to be like, yo, you should be out too. Or you should stick around with it because she can bust it. No.
Goes back to my point. You know what I'm saying? Go to counseling, be aware of your situation, be aware of what you got going on.
That's right. You guys know who you are. You have to know who you are as a person, male or female, before you get married, because you guys are coming together. So you have to know who you are as a person first.
This ain't. Hey, I ain't putting this. This is stock. You know what I'm saying? You don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Hey man, I put it like this, man. My college coach. Oh man, yeah, man. Shout out to my college coach, man, Joe Taylor. He is now one of the college football playoff committee members who decides who goes to the playoff. That's my
Oh,
college
that's
coach,
what's up.
Joe
Dope.
Taylor.
That's what's
Yeah,
up. Dope.
yeah. So yeah, man, I played. I was mentored by Hall of Fame coach from the college football. But anyway, in his words, if you hey, everybody gonna have some flaws. You got problems, but the one thing gonna keep you in stuff is called stick to itiveness. Now that's a real word, stick to itiveness. And if you ain't got that, oh, it's your stuff gonna fall straight apart because nobody goes into look, man. As much as I think I am good and perfect, and I am, and I'm damn sure. Hey, you know what? God was happy when He made me. He was just so happy. Look at my child. He said, "Look at my child." He was so happy when He made me. He made me born on Labor Day. He said, "You know what? This boy gonna work his whole life. He's gonna be a hard worker." Anyway, as perfect as I am, I was never perfect enough for my marriage. And I'm telling you, man, you got to have some stick to it, brother. And if you ain't got that fortitude, that intestinal fortitude, hey man, you might as well call it quits now. Call it quits, bro. It's over.
Yeah.
Game over
Yeah.
with.
Yeah.
I
You
agree.
have to be ready. You have to be ready for that commitment. That intuitiveness. You have to be ready for that commitment before you make it. And so a lot of that stuff should come out with dating. A lot of that stuff should come out with that premarital counseling. But even before that, you should know what you have before you ask, do you be my wife? Would you like to be my wife? You should know that about her. You should know the things about her, and she should hopefully know those things about you.
So let me ask you this. Mike, since you threw that out there.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying that men that have infidelities in marriages are not ready to be married?
And
No, I'm not going to say
what
that.
you say,
Donnell might
the
start a
men
whole
that have
other hour of a show, dog.
infidelity,
Donnell might
that have
start a whole other
infidelity.
hour.
Oh, say it again, Donnell. I'm writing this down.
Are men who are, who have, infidelities in marriages not ready to be married?
Now, see,
Nah,
that's
nah.
like I said. I feel like Ty said. I feel like that's a whole nother or a whole different show.
So
Because
let me help me out, man.
go
Let me
ahead,
put
Black.
this in regular words. That was too good. I know I'm an educator, man. I got all the degrees, but I like stuff in regular words. So if a married man go out and get some ass, he ain't ready to be married. That's what you're saying.
I'm asking.
He's
No,
asking
I
me
don't
that.
think so.
That's what he's asking me.
No, I don't think
Well,
so.
not you per se, Mike. I was
Okay.
asking the group, but you
Yeah.
said something that triggered the question, so that's why I just asked.
Yeah. Nah, I get you. I got you. So I feel like that's not the case.
To answer that
Because
question,
there
any
are
woman who let her man go out with heavy drop sacks, she is bound to get something bad happen to her. You need to drain them sacks, place. Yes.
drain those sacks. But there are a whole lot of different reasons why, and this is why I said it could be a show by itself. There are a lot of different reasons why there's infidelity in marriage. So, I can't say that it means a man's not ready because it could be anything that triggered that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Pertaining on topic though. Pertaining to topic. That's all.
Yeah,
Like,
I got
that's a topic in itself. That's a whole topic in itself,
it is.
right
It is.
That sounds like that's a whole nother show. Cause that right there, boy, you just answered a loaded question, Donnell. That was
Hey,
a
we need
loaded
to add
question,
that.
dog.
Add
I was like,
that to the list,
how you
man.
gonna answer this?
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
men who
if we should put that on topic maybe one day. What causes infidelity? It's too many things. It's a lot of things that cause infidelity, or could cause infidelity, and that infidelity could be once, it could be many times. So that's it's too wide of a subject.
I'm writing
yeah.
it down, y'all. I'm writing it down so I don't forget because I mess around and forget. All right, I got you.
I wrote down
I had that conversation.
Yeah, I wrote that down too.
Yeah,
I think we need to have some ladies on
there.
too. We need to have some ladies on that conversation.
Oh yeah. We got we got a special announcement right at the end of the show about that. So because that's been a question that's been asked by at least 4 or 5 people. But we're gonna get to that in a little bit. So I think the consensus is dude need to run. I think isn't that the consensus of dude's question?
Mm-hmm.
Or
I guess if he's concerned that she gonna listen. Anytime you scared you're gonna lose somebody, you already lost.
I would say he either gonna run or he gonna put his foot down. One of the two.
Well, he needs to put his foot down.
Ain't gonna change her.
I was about to say that ain't gonna do nothing.
I agree with that, but that's what I'm saying. Like again, it's either you know who you married or I'm out.
Yeah. Or getting ready to marry. Yeah, pretty much. I beat you. You ain't got to leave, sweetie. I'm gonna beat you to the point. I'm already out because I already know what I'm gonna tell you. It's gonna set you off. So let me go ahead and just beat you to the punch. I'm out.
Yeah, because ain't no living in fear. When you in a marriage, you should not be living in fear.
And if he want her, if he really want her, and she like that, he need to go and let her go and leave her. And once she realized, like, oh snap, he left me.
She crazy.
She'll come running back.
Online down there. I seen someone online the other day saying all women are bi. We just need to figure out which bi are they. Are they bipolar or bisexual?
I'm trying to tell you.
Lord.
That's what we need to figure out. My bad, Black. What you saying? Donnell just threw me up with the faces.
I was tripping. No, I was like, yeah, bipolar, bisexual, or just for sale.
Hey, where we at with Man Code? It's Man Code time, y'all. Where we at with Man Code, Black?
Oh, Man Code. All right, y'all know the Super Bowl coming up, man. So we trying to get y'all straight this Super Bowl etiquette, man. I'm telling you right now, man. We got 2 Man Codes, and they both pertain to the Super Bowl. Now check this out, man. Super Bowl coming up February 6th. Hopefully we ain't gonna be having no parties because we still got the ninja out there, and we don't want nobody getting sick. But if you just so happen to go to a small gathering with some trusted people, here's one thing, some rules, some man codes you got to understand. You cannot drink up at the party. Let me explain what I mean by this. You can't bring no bottom Burnett's or Seagrams or some y'all come on
aristocrat. Yep.
The cheap whiskey. You can't bring none of that stuff to the party, but then drink the top shelf stuff that they got at the party, and don't drink the stuff you brought. You cannot drink up. You can always drink down, but you can't drink up. And the only time you can drink up is when the host is so offended that you brought that cheap crap to his house that he makes you take it back to the car and you drink that at your own house. That's the only way you can drink that at the party. Rule number 1. The most important rule. Rule number 2. This is just for me. Listen, if you go to a Super Bowl party and the host, his or her team is in the Super Bowl, meaning they are either a Tampa Bay or either they are, who Tampa Bay playing?
Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, or the Chiefs. You cannot wear your team jersey or colors, especially if your team didn't even make it to the playoffs. Don't come in there. Listen, I'm a Raider fan till I die, but I would not desecrate or mess up somebody's Super Bowl party by walking in there with my Bo Jackson jersey on. Talking about this is Mitchell and Ness. Now get that. Get out of here. Y'all ain't even make the playoffs.
Hey, Black. Can I at least wear burgundy and gold? No logo.
All right, you can wear the colors, but you can't wear the team name. Now, here's what I mean by
they ain't got that problem because our team ain't got a name any damn way. So.
Y'all ain't got no name anyway. Yeah, that's right. I told y'all that. 2 years ago. Hey, but anyway, look, And here's what I mean. I mean this is specifically to Dallas Cowboy fans. Listen, don't y'all come to nobody damn party. Time out. Next year I hear we would have been here if Dak hadn't got hurt. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. No. Hey,
it ain't Tony
Dallas
Romo.
Cowboy fans, listen,
Dak
don't
ain't
y'all
Tony
go
Romo.
messing up nobody parties talking that bull crap. Don't go there. I don't know nobody do that other than Cowboy fans. And now, if you're an Atlanta Falcon fan, yeah, you can wear your jersey anywhere because you know ain't nobody serious about y'all anyway. We know when the Falcons get to the Super Bowl, the Falcons been blowing 28-point leads ever since.
Jesus. God.
Yeah, man.
Look, so man, I'm just saying, man, don't do that, man. That's a man code. Look, respect the game. Respect the game. Look, hey, I take my cup, but I'll take my Millionaire M.A.N Cave cup, black, silver, and white. I'll take that, but I can't take my Raiders stuff to no Super Bowl. No, especially if you ain't make the playoffs. I mean, respect the game, man. Respect.
Okay.
I'm with you on the first one. I'm with you on the first one.
There.
I don't know about the second one because the second one, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've actually purchased other team stuff just because I ain't want to offend somebody, you know, who didn't go.
Don't do that. That should be the number one. Man, don't. Hey, you cannot buy another team's thing because they in the Super Bowl.
You don't get like a Super Bowl shirt that got both of the teams on them, and you like, I ain't got my team ain't in it. Okay.
Speaking of, hey, rock with me here. Rock with me. One of the things that's been kind of like irking my nerves is, you know, my kids, my boys, you know, they have their teams, but then they'll be like, oh, my backup team. You can't have a backup team.
Bama's do it all the time in basketball. Oh, I'm not a Cleveland fan. I'm a LeBron fan, so now I'm a Lakers fan.
No.
I got an AFC team and I got an NFC team. So I got a
Nope.
Man, you know what I did? I have to say something, man. I got caught up in it, man, but I burnt my stuff. I got rid of it. It's you know, when the Panthers went to the Super Bowl, right? You know, we right here. I messed around and bought a bootleg Cam Newton shirt, man. And man, I threw it away though, man. And that's why I said
Why ain't donated, man? Don't throw nothing away.
No, man, threw it away, man.
Okay, so that's my point. So when Seattle went to the Super Bowl, I'm like, yo, Russell Wilson, black quarterback. I bought me a Seattle versus Denver shirt because I'm like, yo, you know, black quarterback. I ain't worn it since because I'm not a Seattle fan.
Nah,
we can be black about other things, man. It's too much other stuff we can be black about, like voting, like civil rights. We can't be black about football. No,
here's my thing.
That in there. No, no. That's not black thing.
You could be fans. You could be fans of players. You can't be fans of another team when you're when you have a team. You can be fans of other players. Like here in Charlotte, you know, I live in Charlotte. I'm a hometown guy. So when I came to Charlotte, you know, I was a fan of Cam Newton. I was a fan of Steve Smith, Luke Kuechly, but I would not buy their stuff. Period.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. I also, man, I got a picture, man, out there on the internet somewhere, man. Probably somewhere on Facebook. I got all caught up, man. My neighbor, we had these box tickets for the Panthers. Okay. And man, I had me a little Panther shirt on, a little Panther hat with the Panther cheerleaders. Boy, I caught it on the internet, man. That's why I got off social media. That's about 5 years ago. I caught it. My radio partners, man, they was like, boy, you turned into a Panther. Man, they was giving it to man. I threw all that crap away.
See, that's the thing I wouldn't do though. I wouldn't go to a Panthers game or a Seattle game rocking my Seattle shirt. I'm gonna go to Seattle game rocking my Washington stuff.
Right. A game. You can go to a game. Well, I'm saying now, Super Bowl. We're at the highest pinnacle. This champions. This means excellence. If your team ain't making the playoffs, you can't wear this stuff. You can't wear it, dog.
Okay.
Hey, you can't. Don't go to the game, get drunk, and start talking talking smack, and you the only person in that in them colors.
Hey,
That's
honestly,
the quickest way to get your head bust.
Funnest games. It's one of the funnest games I done went to, Donnell. I ain't get drunk, but I was out there drinking talking smack in Dallas. The only person with a Washington jersey on, and it was fun because everybody around me was cool. They was, they talk smack back. Anybody take nothing personal. Like nobody trying to fight. None of that. It's that and the third. Matter of fact, I was talking smack to one of the players' parents who was sitting in a row in front of me or whatever. It was somebody up in the upper deck who was hating because they threw something down.
Oh,
see that would have been
disrespect. Nope.
Yeah, we cut from a different cloth, Ty.
First of all, he in the upper deck. Ain't nobody going in the upper deck to go for whoever, because I couldn't see who it was. So ain't nobody going in the upper deck. Outside the club, you can't even get in the club.
Man, I just look at it like this, man. Remember you was little, man, and you had a girlfriend. She probably was from a different hood.
Mm-hmm.
And you had to go, if you wanted to go over there and see her, but you like, man, you got to go through that gauntlet of them dudes that's already trying to get with her. She done chose you. Whoa, man.
Yeah.
Hey, where you from, dog? Where you from? And you scared to tell them where you from because you know if you tell them, it's gonna be some trouble. So you gotta respect where you at, man. So I'm just saying, don't be wearing your colors all up in other folks' place, man. That's a quick way to get your head bust.
Yeah. So
that's like lion lovers. People who love lions. Ooh, let me take a picture with the lions. They seem so cute. Then next thing they got these permanent tattoos on their back with paw tattoos.
Nah, I went
something like that's supposed to happen.
I went to a Carolina Panthers versus Denver game, and because my man Sean Providence, shout out to Sean.
What up, Sean?
Yeah, we went out to Denver versus Carolina, and Champ Bailey, used to play for the Redskins. At the time, he was playing for Denver. So I wore my Redskins Champ Bailey jersey.
Okay.
So we in line, and I hear dudes in the back of us talking about, man, Redskins ain't even playing in this game. I'm like, dude, but Champ Bailey is, bitch. Shut the
Wow.
Yeah.
Right.
So that happened. But like Black said, that's a game. This ain't the Super Bowl. That wasn't the Super Bowl.
Got you. Cool. All right.
So
That's man code. Don't bring nothing. Don't drink nothing you ain't bring.
Don't drink up.
Yeah, don't drink up. Don't drink up.
Don't drink up.
Now, if you brought Bud Light, you can drink a Miller Light. But if you brought Food Line water, don't be going to get the Avion. Don't be in the. Don't be going to get. No. Don't be going to get the smart water. No, don't do that. No. Drink that Food Line water.
Say, drink that commode water you brought.
You break. You drink that water with your label peeling off. Because they got wet in the ice.
So don't drink up.
Don't drink up.
And don't go to somebody else's party rocking your stuff for a team that didn't make the playoffs at least. Get alone the Super Bowl
party. Super Bowl party.
Yeah. But now that is if the host is one of them teams. So if the host is a Kansas City's fan, you know it. They've been rocking it all year. Or they a Tampa Bay fan, you know it. They've been rocking it all year. Now, if the host just having a party, oh yeah, wear your stuff. But if the host is one of them teams,
okay,
no, you can't do that.
Gotcha.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? If that's their team, no, you can't disrespect that.
Yeah,
but stamp that one.
Yeah,
stamp.
We good. We stamped that one. Okay. Appreciate that one. Yo. So we appreciate each and every one of y'all for tuning in here on Millionaire M.A.N Cave on Relationship Entertainment Television. Don't forget, if you have not subscribed to the Relationship Entertainment Television YouTube channel, go ahead and do so. I almost forgot. Black made mention earlier. We do got a special show for y'all next week because we got some special guests we're gonna bring on. Just yeah, we've been asked a lot of questions about how come we don't have females in the show. One, because it's Millionaire M.A.N Cave. That's why. But it's the Man Cave. We don't have to come in y'all she shed. But however, I think we got some topics and some questions that us men, we do need to have answered from a female. So we're gonna have a couple females on Man Cave next week. So make sure y'all tune in. It will be a show to remember. I guarantee you that. And we will see y'all same place, same time, Relationship Entertainment Television, 8 p.m. Tuesdays, right here. RETV Millionaire M.A.N Cave. Peace, y'all.